your most experienced guys on the roster, not just Beal and Russell, but Robin and Ish as well?
Well, Rolo and Ish were obviously huge factors in winning this game. Their experience helps. And then, I mean, our main guys obviously carried us down the stretch, but those Rolo, Ish, Rui getting experience. And these last, X number of games have been like playoff games. Every game was physical. Every game was a lot of emotions. Every game came down to the last possession, and that prepares you. That prepares you. And but those two guys were huge. They gave us a great lift when we needed it.
And it'll be your guys' first postseason appearance in a couple of years, obviously. Just how much does that mean to you after everything we've already asked you about this year?
Yeah, no, it's this game kind of mimicked our season. I mean, a lot of crazy things happened to us. We were getting punched left and right, and we just somehow just kept battling and coming up with a play here and a play there. They had us on the ropes early. They had us on the ropes middle of the game. They had us on the ropes towards the end, but we just kept getting up and fighting for one another. And I've been talking about brotherhood for a while now. And this group gives a really cool definition of brotherhood. And I get to see it firsthand. I'm glad to be a part of the group, but it's been really cool to see. I mean, I would not want to go through a season like this again. Just the fatigue factor alone it's driving me crazy, and being, alone on the road, and, it's a lonely life as a head coach as it is. And with COVID, it even got even lonelier, but I love the fact our guys just kept battling. I'm proud of them. And I could not ask for a better group of guys that just compete and celebrate each other's success.
DA.
Hey, Scotty. Brad looked so like he had aggravated it again in the first half, or if he hadn't, it was still bothering him. What was the discussion like at halftime between you and him? I don't know if medical Daniel was involved in it to keep him out there and keep him playing the second half.
Yeah, I mean, he felt. I mean, we knew, like you come back in any injury, you have to test it. And I cannot say enough about Brad's toughness. And he obviously is so skilled and athletic, but the 4 years I've been in here, there's not a lot of guys that have his mental toughness and his focus and his determination. He's been put under a very, very difficult positions, with our injuries in the last 3 years. And he had to really lead our group by himself. And now he has a partner. But he is that mental toughness that he has, man, that showed tonight. Because, when you first go in the game, you can prepare and you can do all your treatments around the clock, and he has, and it's all, it's an educated, scientific, I guess, combination of everybody's best guess, and we're going to put our players in the best position. But he has the final say, and he wanted to play. And I did not know until like 30 something minutes on the clock. And I was actually deep down I was preparing him not to play. And he comes in and says he wants to go. That gave me a jolt, and I'm disappointed we didn't have a better start, but knowing what we went through this season, this was the start that we had to go through to get what we wanted to at the end of this game. But Brad's toughness is, I say it all the time that he chews nails for breakfast. He knows what, and he doesn't show it. He doesn't like to show it because he's really a reserved guy, but that inner drive that he has is just, he should be proud. We're all proud of him. The training staff did a great job of getting him ready, because that's, it's 8 days from his strain.
Do you at any point at halftime ever think of going to him and saying, look, how much do you really have left? Do you say, maybe this is, you gave it what you could in the first half, maybe we need to shut it down and win it without you in the second half, or do you just leave it up to him?
Yeah, I really looked closely throughout the game. I know that the start, it didn't seem like his body was ready. It was kicking in right away. But I thought the shots that he had, they weren't shots that he was laboring. They were shots that were coming off of pin downs, attacking 1-2 pull-ups. those are things I was looking closely, as long as our, our medical, they're the experts on, the gait and the body movements and all that. But I've been around enough athletes. I know when I see somebody that shouldn't be out there, and it was great to him. But I knew it. One thing I know about Brad, I don't look at him when I take him out of games, because I know he's angry, and he's angry at me because he wants to play. But I was trying to stay with our structured plan with a little bit of wiggle room. But then we talked to our training staff, and they've talked to him, and they said he's ready to go as many minutes as we need in that, that second half. And I still wasn't going to, play him throughout the game, even though I would have wanted to, but I knew that he was going to come back and give us some great minutes. But I thought the shots in the first half were not shots that you were worried about him, hurting himself. They were shots that were aggressive. They were forceful, and it just didn't go in for him. But honestly, he hasn't really done a lot in the last week of touching the basketball, other than the last few days.
Fred.
Hey, Scott. What did Ish do tonight just to give you guys such a bump?
Well, I think what he did was he made the defense collapse a lot, and his jump shot was falling, his layups were falling, and we needed Ish to play a little bit. I'm not going to say crazy, but good crazy. And when he does that, he puts a lot of eyeballs on his attacks. And when you collapse, and I thought our shooters got some pretty good looks. And, they didn't make enough of them, but they were good looks. But it was Ish and Russell, their dynamic play allowed our shooters to get some good looks. But Ish was really good tonight. He attacked, he got to the paint, but it was great. It was a great effort by him.
And I'm just curious, now that you are done with the regular season, normally, I know video coordinators and assistant coaching staff is prepping for maybe one or two playoff opponents during the old circumstances, right? How have you guys handled internally just the fact that you could play one of, there are just a million different scenarios in terms of prepping for an actual playoff game?
Yeah, I mean, the bottom line is you don't have a lot of sleep during the regular season. Now you have no sleep. My eyes are going to be probably much more red than they are now. But that's what we love. That's what we care about. This is our job. We're passionate. I got a great group of coaches that have stuck together and fought through it. And, we're the 8th seed, and we know who we're going to play. But, I'm with the king, man. Why do they have this playing thing? Whoever did that, they need to be fired. It's ridiculous. Now I'm kidding. I really believe, I love this, man. It created so much excitement in the last 2 weeks. And as we all know, anytime you can create excitement and meaningful games, and the last 10 games of the season is great for everyone involved, fans, TV partners, everybody. And I love it. Even though now that we're the 8th seed, I still love it. It gives us a chance to go to play against a great team like Boston, and who knows what can happen. But we have to win, one to advance out of the two. So it's great. I'm excited that we fought all year long and we stuck together. And that's, to me, I will always remember the group, because trust me, it was times, and it was like, man, is this, how many more things can go against us? But we still battled. We had a lot of injuries, a lot of health and safety protocol things, and just a lot of crazy, weird stuff that happened to us that you guys probably don't even really know either, but we battled.
Joe.
Hey, Scott. My question was going to kind of be along those lines. I remember being on your Zooms in the dead of winter, and you're meeting your players in a parking lot to get tested, and you can't play, you can't practice. And it sounded like a Orwellian dystopia. And now look at you, you're the 8th seed. And so you just said how trying it was and how much you guys have had to endure. So I guess I'm wondering, did you take a moment after the game today in the locker room to note this and to celebrate how far you've come and what you actually accomplished?
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely going to enjoy my walk back home tonight. I have my daughter in town, so that's going to be even a better walk. She raises up the looks of the of the of the group. But I'm proud. I mean, I'm really proud, man. This has been for everyone. I'm actually proud of the whole league because they made some tough decisions throughout this to start the league up, throughout the league, and it put a lot of us in some really tough positions. I mean, I took a test last night at 11:30, and my old butt did not need to be out at 11:30 at night, but we had to do what's best for the league, and we all did it. And the best text I got all day was from our medical staff that all the players got the test, and we got it by midnight. And I responded, like, thank you. That was a great text, but definitely going to enjoy it. But we didn't want to fight this hard just to say that we're in the play-in game and at the 8C. We want to keep moving and keep playing better. And I think we have another level of play that we can get to.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Matt Paris.
Hey, Scott, now that you do know that it's Boston, what do you think about the matchup and just turn around?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great matchup. I'm gonna make sure that that little what's that? What are you guys? That dunker spot on the left floor. That place is that floor is mopped up pretty good. That spot that where Brad slipped. But yeah, no, we play them tough, and they play us tough. It's going to be a great game. It's going to be a great game. They got a lot of good players, but we do too. So it's going to be a challenge, but our guys are going to step up to the plate and take the challenge. We know what we're up against, but we're happy to be here, but we're not a happy team just because we're here.
Kellen.
Hey, Scott. Brad was saying on like the post-game TV interview that the team clicked at the right time, and then with the team finishing 17-6, that was who the team really is. I guess. What did you think of his assessment, and how did you think the team clicked at the right time?
Yeah, I mean, because we stayed together. When you stay together, a lot of good things happen on and off the court, and in any facet of your life. And you gotta challenge yourself to keep doing the right things and don't change because things don't go your way. Just stay tough. Don't ask for anything. Just go out and earn it. And that's what we did. Like, I can't say enough about Brad. I mean, I know Russell does a lot of amazing things, and he gets a lot of credit, and he deserves a lot of credit. But what Brad did tonight, man, and I have a lot of admiration for him and his family, and for what he did tonight. It takes it. I don't even know if he could have gotten to another level with me, but he's at another level, and I'm excited that he got rewarded with some big plays for us down the stretch, some big free throws. But I couldn't ask for, like I said, we got some really good players and that can lead us on and off the court. But it's been a crazy year, and we're excited to be where we are.
Thank you.
All right, Coach. That's
All right.
all we got today.
All right, appreciate it, guys.
Thank you.
Yep.